Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today for this video, we're just looking at some of the stories I hadn't really had a chance to go over. Um, Tucker Carlson ended up being fired because there was such a fanaticism around what he said that Fox News is like, we can't afford uh, anything beyond the voting machine lawsuits. And you know, Rupert Murdoch had to be a bit wary after his then fiance was so smitten by the BS that Tucker always espoused. And we know it was BS because even with what he said on air, he had in the text messages that, yeah, he didn't believe it. He didn't care for who he helped push. So yeah, we know it was complete and utter BS. But he's going to Twitter now, so yeah, whatever. There was a shooting in Allen, Texas. Yeah, I didn't really get to talk about this either. But apparently he had far-right white supremacist beliefs, even though he was Latin American, Mauricio Garcia, because he had tattoos of SS and a tattoo of a swastika, even though it was the wrong swastika. If you believe in the Nazi ideology of the swastika, it's supposed to be tilted. Otherwise, the flat one that he had, that's a Buddhist symbol. But, you know, no one ever said these racist dumbasses were intelligent. But yeah, killed just all kinds of different people, different ages. You know, just being a murdering ass. Let's see. We also know that the debt ceiling is the big fight right now. Which, if you believe in MMT, modern monetary theory, or even some of the basic tenets of it, you realize that there's nothing to fight over here because we can pay it. I mean, this is stuff we have no problem taking care of. But, you know, the right wing's just wanting to hold some things hostage so maybe they can get something they want. What do you expect? Anyway, the final story I kind of wanted to talk about here is from The Lever, how pundits' inflation myth has crushed the working class. After corporate media lied America into a war and a financial crisis, data shows they lied about a main source of price hikes. The brutal policies showed. So yeah, I've said this already. It's greed. It's not natural inflation. Duh. And all the information keeps adding up. But, you know, whatever. Apparently, what do I know? 1 year ago, the price hikes were becoming a major national concern. The third richest man touted his newspaper columnist, asserting that corporate profits were not driving force behind inflation, blaming temporary COVID-19 pandemic aid instead. While the Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos and others were trying to steer the inflation discourse away from a focus on business profiteering, there was already data showing that most of the price increases Americans were experiencing could be attributed to large corporate profit margins. Duh, I've said this over and over. Oh, but I don't know what I'm talking about. No. But, whatever. But I just wanted to talk about a few of the stories we didn't really get a touch on. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources, and I'll be putting these sources in the description box below the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. See you all in the next one. Until then, later.